So I got an opportunity recently to attend this super secret chief product officer retreat where there was a very familiar discussion. You'll never guess what the topic was.
So is this the under or over inflation of an AI solution to take over their whole company?
Of course, and there was all the range in sharing experiences and failures and all of the ideation that comes with these technologies. But there was one particular theme that came up that was really intriguing to me, and that was how the SDLC team constructs are going to evolve as people adopt more of this technology into their sprints. What do you think that could potentially look like and why?
I don't know where the plane lands just yet. I can only tell you where I'm seeing the plane flying. And I do think that when you think about the tools and code repos, you think about tools like Codex, you think about how UI and UX designers and like our team is using these tools to help sort of bat through ideas and designs and sort of assistance to support them. That's actually what I think is really going to drive a lot of the development. Those tools are making our teams more efficient. They're assisting them and they're giving them wider aperture to debate and think through things, right? It's like another person on the team with a different set of expertise that they can rely on. The thing that's interesting to me though is I don't hear the term SDLC and AI again outside of thread. I don't hear those terms together too often. What were the discussion points around SDLC and how they think that's impacted by AI?
So it's really about doing more with less when you think about it, right? So if you think about the typical building blocks of a sprint team, you've got your leader in there, your scrum master, your project manager, you've got your BAs, your developers, your testers, and maybe an architect thrown in there depending on the different types of technologies you're working through. And what they're basically saying is instead of having these 7, 8 person sprint teams, maybe you'll have a 6 person sprint team and you'll have some of the assisted AI in there helping you do some of the typical tasks like connecting to Jira, writing your stories, doing some of your design principles, some of your mock-ups and things like that, and most importantly, have that continuous feedback loop as a developer from a code review. And I'm excited about where that can go.
I love the review my code, tell me what sucks. I think that principle, like what a Codex and some of these other tools does, is great. And the stories our team has told us when we try something, you're like, what do you think? And it comes back and says like, this is good or this is terrible. Try something else, right? Like that instant feedback again from not the developer sitting next to you, but from a tool that you use to give you more, I guess, objective feedback, so to speak, is kind of important and interesting. And I think a good use case for what we're doing.